All right, so welcome everybody to one more episode of Cloud Success Cases here at the Cloud Bootcamp. And then during the Cloud Success Cases, I actually invite one of the Cloud Bootcamp students, one bootcamper. And today I have a really good pleasure to have with me here DJ, which is a senior tech professional based out of India. I'm very happy to have you here, DJ. Thanks for joining me on the show.
Yep. Thank you so much, Jane, for inviting.
Yeah, so DJ, before we get started, can you please tell me a little bit on your background, on your career background, what you do now, and what is your main background?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jane. So, my background, I can say currently I'm working as a senior network engineer, and my background is related to the infrastructure part only. I have more than 8 years of experience into the networking and the infrastructure field. I have worked on to the multiple networking parts like the technologies, something like the Cisco, Juniper, Brocade, Avaya, wireless, SD-WAN technologies, security as well. And a part of that, like the servers and the Nexus switches. So from scratch to the established to the new setup, I have the expertise on that one. So I can say the I have the strong hands-on to the networking part and as well as the network security and the wireless and the other things. And I have worked on the multiple organizations in the past, in Wipro, and later than IBM, and now I'm working in one US-based company which is creating the simulation software. Is a product-based company, and I'm working on that one.
Nice, nice, very nice background. And then you're actually a participant on our bootcamp program. And then one question I wanted to ask you, DJ, is what was your challenge before joining the bootcamp?
Okay. So before joining the bootcamp, the challenge was specifically I can see the nowadays the world is moving towards the cloud, and I can see networking. It's now no more into the on-premise. I can really see the future. It's not nowadays in today's date in 2021 it's not happened, but after 2 years if I'll see, then the on-prem network will be almost 90% onto the cloud, and only the 10% will be here. So in that case, network engineers future will be in trouble. What network engineers will do if the devices are not into the on premises. So that's why I that was the primary challenge for me. Like I want to learn the cloud, and for that I was searching the good resources, but I didn't get the proper any resource like from where I can gain my knowledge related to the cloud technology. So that was the my first challenge. I can say that I want to move to the cloud as I'm seeing to the future. And yes, so that was the challenge before joining this bootcamp.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense, right? Because we see clearly that the on-premises technologies are actually, still there, but the companies more and more are closing their data centers and moving everything to the cloud computing providers, right? And then not only to only one, right? Like people might wonder, okay, but the AWS is the biggest one, but actually, one of the approaches that the companies are taking right now is the multi-cloud approach, right? Companies want to be able to host their applications, databases in multiple cloud providers because they want to use the best of all of them, right? And they don't want to be stuck with just one. They want to use the best of all of them. So because of that, I think your thinking process makes a lot of sense. And then that's something that not only network engineers, but DBAs, infrastructure engineers, application developers, IT managers need to really understand that so that they can have future on their careers, right? Otherwise, it's natural that will be left behind sooner or later, right? And
Definitely.
yeah, and then when you heard about the boot camp, and then you're just researching, probably you joined one of our events, and then you said, okay, I will join this bootcamp. Why did you decide to take this step, right? So what made you to go there and do it?
Yeah. So, as I mentioned, like my current organization is moving to the cloud, and they want to move to the multi-cloud, and many organizations are moving towards that. So, I want to learn the cloud. I have searched many things on the YouTube. I was getting few videos. Some of my friends had recommended subscribe this channel, that channel. I have taken few courses on from the Udemy as well, but the things was going out of mind only. Like there was the trainers like there, but sometimes they take xyz topic, then they took the another topic. So, and suddenly I have seen your bootcamp advertisement, and later then I have joined that 1 week free program which you have shared with everyone. And after joining this program, I strongly feel that yes, this is the place and this is the thing which I am searching. Because within these 5 days you have shared everything, like how on premise is working. There are multiple IT teams are there and they want to move to the cloud. Once they have onto the cloud, so there will be no role of the on premise engineer, and the same things I can see it's happening in front of me. And within that 5 days, I have learned many things onto the AWS, on GCP. I didn't heard even about the Terraform, so I have logged into that one. I have heard about the Docker, but I didn't use that. So in that 5 days pre-training, like I have used the Docker as well, and there was I didn't had that idea about like how the Docker or the Terraforms are working. So within that 5 days training, like I got the strong hands-on, and I have decided like yes, definitely I will go there. Because if within 5 days I'm learning and I'm getting this too much of knowledge, then I will join this boot camp. Then where I will be, that I cannot imagine, and definitely that thing is happened.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. That's true. We're going to get there. It's actually an amazing story. And then when you started to, you joined the boot camp, and then we all know that we are busy IT professionals, right? But we have families. We need to deal with time, and then that's something that every single profession today they would have. But there is a difference between the tech engineers who actually use the time issues as an excuse, and the engineers that actually make the things work, even though when they're running short of time, because they know how to prioritize. They know that the career is more important, and they need to prioritize so that they can be in a future spot, in a future job position better than probably they are at this time, right? How did
Right.
you deal with these difficulties, these timing issues? How did you manage that? Because you did a good job. You're following very well the boot camp. How did you do it in such a good way?
Yeah, so actually, when I have joined your training, so actually I'm following your path only. At that time, you have shared your story, like when you want to learn the cloud, you have sacrificed your family, or the you haven't attend the parties, and you have just learned the things. And when I have joined the boot camp, I have already paid the fees for that, and you have also in the first session you told us like you will never give up when you are trying to do when you are attending this boot camp. So every time you are motivate us. But I have like committed to myself, like I have registered for the boot camp. I want to learn the cloud, and the future is the cloud, and I want some transformation related to the cloud knowledge wise. So I am really dedicated, and I was dedicated, and still I'm dedicated to for that one. So whenever my work hours has completed, so I can see the course which by which way you have designed. So I am spending 2 to 2.5 hours every day to watch the videos and the hands-on whatever you have provided into the bootcamp. And other than like whenever you are providing the challenge, so on every weekend, like from the this book still that bootcamp has started, every weekend I'm doing the cloud and cloud only, nothing else. and I'm not going outside for any to visit any place or with any to any functions. And I'm just learning the whatever the things you have shared, and based on that, like I'm also trying to explore some more things, like what I can do. So weekday, you have provided a very efficient module, like you have to just spend 1 or 2 hours, so we can complete that one. And into the weekend, I'm trying to do something more. So by this way, I'm just adjusting my time. Like we all have the 24 hours. It's matter like how you are utilizing that, and I'm trying to do that right now.
Exactly, exactly. Good job. So I can see that, right? Because I actually follow and I can observe closely the um, performance of all the boot campers, and I can see that you can, manage your time properly, and then you're prioritizing that, but you're actually sacrificing a few things to get there. And then actually you already got a really good, result. And then also, speaking of that, right? We all know that we need to sacrifice a few times. We need to put some hard work, but when we do that, the results will come, right? They will come. That's absolutely true. And then speaking of that, what are the results and the transformation that the bootcamp has brought to your life so far?
Yeah. So results wise, I can say like there are three things are needed. Like whatever the trainings or the purpose of the training, like it should gain your knowledge, it should gain your confidence, and the third and the important thing for that you are doing, it should gain your salary as well, right? Because after all, you are learning the new things for your enjoyment, but your financial need is there, and you want to gain on that one. So as I mentioned, like I don't had any experience related to the cloud. So first of all, after registered to this boot camp, I really learn everything in very proper way, in proper manners. Like you have designed the course in sequence wise. After every video, you are showing the hands-on. So I'm doing the hands-on, and while doing that hands-on, like I'm just checking the other options, like what I can do with this one. If you are doing something into the CLI wise by using the scripts, so I'm trying to do into the opposite way. I run the script and then I'll do it manually. And some things, if you have done the manually, then I will try to do it by the scripting way. So by this way, like my knowledge has gained very much. Like when I now someone will ask me, like our Google Bootcamp has already completed. So now someone has asked me, like I'm 100% confident, like if anyone will ask related to anything about the Google, then I can easily answer. So this is the gain of my knowledge and as well as the confidence, I can say. And as I have already told you, like after completing this module, I got the really good position as a Google Cloud engineer, which helped me to gain my salary as well. So it's a really helpful for me to attend this bootcamp, and I can see the real changes into my life after completing this first module. And I'm really excited, like where I will be when once I will complete the Oracle, Azure, and the AWS bootcamp.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So we see the results on your career very quickly, right? So I think in less than 30 days, you got a new position to work as a a Google Cloud engineer, which is really impressive, right? In terms of changes to your career, right? We don't need to speak of numbers, but in terms of
Yeah.
percentage, what was the percentage of a hike that you got from your position to the new position that you got?
Yeah, so percentage wise, the things if I will say, then people will not believe, but I got the 100% hike on my base salary. 100% hike.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. You
And like if I will go to the way which I was following, the just only the networking and networking on prem, then it will not possible. If I, this is only due to like I have added the cloud skill along with my networking skill, and I got this result.
Wow, amazing, impressive. And then when you got, like 100% hike, it is a such a opportunity to change your life and change the life of your family, to get, get a better quality, right? To your family, to your to the people that are actually close to you, right? Do you think that your new position, your opportunity that you're getting, these hikes, do you think that you're gonna, help your family to actually to help you to give a better life for your family, to make a few dreams come true, all this kind of stuff? What do you think about that?
Yes, definitely, Jane. Because see, every person have their personal goals. Like they want to achieve something, and due to that, they have leave like their hometowns, and they go to the other countries or other cities to do the job. And 8 to 10 hours of out of 24 hours they're spending for the money because they have some need. So if you are getting the gain on that one, so definitely the whatever the requirements I have my also few personal goal which I want to achieve. So definitely by using this salary, and I can achieve that one. And now I'm confident like the whatever the things I want to get, that I will achieve very fast. So definitely it will be really helpful for my family life. And yeah, quality life is already there, but the things if you want to achieve, like the xyz things you want to achieve, you can achieve it after 10 years as well. And if you are gain your salary, so you can achieve that same thing within 2 years. So you can save your time and as well as the energy.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
yeah, so I have multiplied that one actually.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. And then, is there anything that happened in your life so far that you never thought would be possible after getting the results through the boot camp?
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I can
Yeah,
repeat that. So basically, is there anything that happened in your life so far that you never thought that would be possible, right? After getting, these results, you're, now getting a much higher compensation, and then, is there anything that happened in your life that you thought that would never be possible if you didn't get this result that you just got, like your new job position, anything that
right.
you can share?
Yes, definitely. So I was not the things which happened with me that never happened. Like in past also, I have changed the job. I got the new position, but this type of hike I never like imagine, or I was under impression like once I'll do the cloud, and if I'll change the position, like then few percentage will be hike will be there. But it is out of imaginations. Like I got like I have just applied for, and that actually I didn't apply. That company came from, like they have seen my LinkedIn post, they came to me, they have scheduled the interview, and I have given my first interview and it has cleared, right? So the things like this thing was never happened into the past. Like when I start for the job change, so at that time at least the 3 to 4 first interview I just reject, because knowledge is not completely fit to them, or might be like I'm not continuously giving the interview, so due to that few concepts I have to remember and give them the answer. But for the cloud related question, because they want the network engineer along with the cloud knowledge. So as I have the strong hands on after doing this boot camp, so I can clearly like answer to the any interviewer related to the cloud. And this is the change I can say, like this was never happened. And I have got the results by after this boot camp only.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, that's impressive, right? Because you're now feeling much more confident, and then it's just the beginning, right? It's
Right.
you're still in the beginnings, which is most impressive. So it's a very inspiring DJ. And then the question I wanted to ask you now is, prior to joining this bootcamp, you were there on YouTube researching for, okay, which kind of path should I go, right? Which kind of program, which kind of training should I use to take my career to the next level? Right now, at this time, a lot of people actually are actually stuck at the same point where you were when you were still there researching and then still trying to figure out what you could do. to help you to move forward with the cloud computing career, right? What would you tell, or just advise to someone looking at the same way right now, and then they find the boot camp, but they are not sure whether they should join the boot camp or not? Would you recommend the boot camp to someone like yourself that were there trying to figure out a cloud program that would help them to go to the next level?
Yes, definitely, Jane. Why not? Because as I mentioned, like before join this boot camp, I have also done few already. Like few portals are there. There we have to pay the money, and you will have the access of the all the courses. Few cloud related courses are also there on to the Udemy or on the other websites. So I have tried to took, but in that one, like you cannot take the decision like which trainer is the best, or you can read the review like yeah, I like that, but once you are go there, and it is not 100% sure like if the reviews are good, so you will enjoy that course or you will get whatever you want, right? And the same thing was happened to me, and I'm very thankful to God who like gave me the access, or who connected to me for the to this boot camp, the cloud boot camp. And whoever is looking to move their career or want to transfer their career from on-prem to the cloud, or they want to learn the cloud technology, so there are multiple ways. You can do either xyz place and then come back, then go to the other place and then come back, and then go there and don't enjoy and then come back. So by this way you will just waste your time, and as well as like it will create like it will like create on your confidence level as well, like I'm not capable to learn the cloud, or I cannot learn the cloud. The world is moving toward the cloud, but I'm not able to do it. That is not because yeah, like you are not capable, but the trainer which you are selecting, it is not capable, or the way you have selected, it's not proper to learn, to proper way to learn to the cloud. But in the cloud bootcamp, like you have the strong hands-on, and you have this very good experience into the IT field, and that I really experienced by completing this course. Like after each module you are providing the exercise, you have given the project. So that projects actually, when I'm talking with my friend who are working into the cloud from last past year, so still they are saying like, oh my god, you know these things, how means you learn, you teach me like how to do that. There are many of my friends are working into the cloud, but in the DevOps as well. So I'm like right now telling them like how you can easily convert the applications to the Docker or to the Kubernetes, how to use the Anthos. So by this way, like if within 1 or 1.5 month, if I'll be the expert, so this is the save of time and save of my energy as well. And it will helpful to gain your confidence whenever you are learning something and you are applying for the interview, or you want to change the career. So now I have the 100% confidence, like I can make my career very well into the cloud, and that is all due to this bootcamp. So whatever the things I got, definitely I will share with my friends. And I have already shared with few of my friends, and on the LinkedIn also I'm sharing. Like if you are looking for the cloud technology and want to gain your career, then definitely the cloud bootcamp is the place for you.
Wow, amazing, amazing. I'm very glad to hear your feedback, DJ, because we try really hard to give the best program for our boot campers so that they can have success in their
Right.
careers as quick as possible, right? And then that's very good to hear your feedback. Very glad, and then it's just the beginning, right? So that's the best thing. And then the last question I wanted to ask you is actually, in your opinion, DJ, how important is it for IT professionals right now, given that you are working in a Google Cloud position engineer, you're going to get started in there, and how important you think that it is for these IT professionals to master the cloud providers nowadays? Do you think that it is important only for a network engineer, or for the most roles in the IT field that are there nowadays?
Right. So, if you see the results or the analysis of the Gartner, who is the analysis company, so they have provided the results like the most of the companies now taking the cloud as an investment, like they want to invest their lots of money to the cloud. And I have seen many of my friends' company, like their company want to invest into the on-prem, but they have hold their project because now they want to move to the cloud. So for every IT professional, I can say like you have the experience of more than 8 years, 10 years, whatever the experience, 5 years, 10 years, right? But if you will just add the cloud into that one, then it's a really, really helpful as a future wise, because the future is moving towards the cloud. And if you are a DBA admin, I'm a network engineer, so now the networking I have to do onto the cloud within, if I will not do today, then forcefully I have to do it after 2 years. So why you don't do it today? Just if you know like the things are moving towards the cloud and within 4 to 5 years you must have to do that. Then currently there are limited resources are into the market and demand is huge. So if you will learn the cloud today, any IT professional will learn cloud today, then it will be really helpful to them. So I would strongly encourage and recommend it to the every IT professional from whatever the field you are, because I have the friends who are the Linux admin. I have the friends who are the DBA admin. But now my organization is also moving to the cloud. Like so, DBA admin, there is no need to build any database server, or Linux admin don't have to do these servers like on-prem. They have to patch upgrade and the other things. That infrastructure as a service is already at there. So if you are capable to how to manage the Linux or the database or the networking part or the applications part, there are now companies don't want the dedicated VM for the dedicated applications. They want to run their applications onto the microservices, like on the Docker, on the Kubernetes, and many organizations have done that. So if you don't know how to do that, then you will be out of market. So that's a really I would say like whatever the things you are doing, what in whatever the field you are in IT, you just learn the cloud and the world for you.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, that's so true, DJ. So true. Thanks for sharing these advices to whoever is watching this right now, because I think it's really important people understand that's very, very critical, right? That's your
Yeah.
career, and then that's the future of your family, that's your future, and you should be aware of that. Otherwise, it might be late when you actually wake up, right? So that's something that we don't want that to happen. So amazing, DJ. And then finally, I just wanted to open, if you want to, share anything else, any feedback. I just wanted to, first of all, thank you. Thank you very much for being here with me on this talk. It was really inspiring. And then finally, I wanted to open up. If you wanted to share any feedback, if you wanted to share anything else, please feel free to do so.
Yes, so feedback wise, so I would like to thank you very much, because the things whatever you have designed the course by which way, so it's perfectly fine. And I can say like if the people will just follow that one, that the steps which you have provided, and by that steps, if the people will follow, then definitely it's really good. And feedback it's a positive feedback from my side only, because I really love the cloud. And actually, you have created the more interest inside of me towards the cloud after join this bootcamp. Like now, I log into the Google Cloud, so I spent lots of time like without doing any task. Like I just click here and there, and I learn many things. Like I'm eager to do, and that interest is only created by this bootcamp only, because if I just learn the networking related part of the clouds, then I will just check few options of the, like how VPC work, how internet gateways work, or the cloud gateway interconnect, and this 8 to 10 options I will see, and I will just close the Google. But now like you have covered everything, so now whenever the I just see the options, I just click there, I read the options, and I check onto the internet like what are the things I can do. So now like I can say like I have I know everything about. Like I was not imagine like I will use the DBA like SQL server, and I will create the database onto that one, or like something like the cloud functions, or the one thing that I never imagined, like I will migrate the application from on-prem to the cloud, and then I will convert into the Kubernetes. So that I'm doing right now. So that's a really amazing for me. Like I know the entire ILT word, the database part, the applications part, the Kubernetes, the Docker, the networking, everything related to the IT and how to do that, that I have the hands on right now. So I would like to thank you very much for creating such a wonderful course and the bootcamp.
Appreciate you, DJ. Again, I appreciate so much your kind words. Thank you very much. And then congratulations. I wish you, very, very, very success on your new road, on your new journey. It's just the beginnings. I think you're going to fly very high because you have a lot of potential. I can see that your, excitement. You are willing to go and learn more. That's the profile of a victory, right? Someone that has a bright future, looks like the attitude that you're having right now. So I'm very, very happy to see that. And then once again, thanks for being here with me. Thank you very much for
Thank
being
you.
here with us, watching this show. Thank you so much. Hope to see you around soon. Thank you. Bye bye.